For the land of the free.
Great.
Thank you, Kevin.
I agree, David. Every word of it. Absolutely. Thank you. While we get a break, let's now take a look at the October standings out east. Taking a look at Brooklyn, fourth in the conference, an excellent season so far for them, though they'd like to jump into the top tier, maybe the top three. And checking out Detroit, they're looking to salvage what they can of the season.
Checking out Detroit, they've had such a disappointing season. Even when they've gotten a little bit of momentum, they haven't been able to keep it going.
No, and it's frustrating. It's frustrating to everyone. The players, the coaches, the fans. I mean, there was the idea that they might struggle, but now reality is setting in.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. We've got Cunningham. Jeremy Grant is out there with Isaiah Stewart. Then it's Josh Jackson. And it's Joseph in at the one spot. And looking at the Nets, the post pair, Durant along with Griffin. Bill's out there with Harden. And it's Bembry in at the three, the small forward. Cunningham gets the bucket. Well, it's certainly our treat to bring you, the fans, NBA action here on Halloween. And Greg, as a parent, how many cases of candy do your kids get to have in one night?
Oh, they came back loaded down, and you can't let them eat it all. Maybe 5 pieces or so, and then you hope they forget about it or just try to stagger it and get to Christmas.
And then Cunningham with the dunk.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
KD, that's for 2. And it's good off the back rim and in.
Go-to shot for KD. I mean, his catch-and-shoot jumper is butter.
Inside, here's Stewart. Banked in off the glass.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Harden against Joseph. Pass to Griffin. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Durant. No good. Pistons have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Durant with the steal. And now the fast break. Griffin with the ball. Durant feeling it out a bit. Back to Griffin. From deep, Harden. No good. The Pistons with a quick start to this game, and this is their first time matched up with Brooklyn this year.
In this game, just the first of 4 meetings between these two. They'll get quite familiar with each other by season's end.
I look forward to seeing which team can dictate the style of play. I mean, that's going to set the tone for this entire series.
Cunningham with it. He's picked up by KD. Kicks it out to Grant. Out left to the wing. And a wide open look for Cunningham. No good from the wing. Nets trail by 6.
You know, he's no longer Lob City, but Blake Griffin still has some ability athletically, and he can be a valuable piece of the puzzle.
Yeah, Blake isn't tearing down rims anymore. He has been taking more threes, hoping this will help prolong his career.
The Pistons have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. It's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here.
And checking out the numbers for Joseph, last season's performance for him, put up 8 points per game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And when they need to add defense, that's who they look to.
I would too. The defensive ability, the energy, the tenacity. He's the whole package.
Over to the wing. And so Griffin will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 6-point game. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Yeah, in that one, they just locked it down defensively. Challenged shots and really protected the rim.
Well, they certainly made their presence felt on defense. They were active and rejected a number of shots.
Just 4 to shoot. There's Bembry. And a miss there on the triple. Pistons leading by 6. Grant finds Joseph.
Less 2 minutes to play. First quarter.
Now here's Cunningham. He's guarded closely. High post Stewart. Shoots from the elbow. Detroit, no good that time either.
He found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
Down low. There's Bembry. Joseph with the rebound.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that, anyway.
Grant. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. Nets trail by 6. On the wing, Harden. He's covered by Joseph. Harden scanning the floor. To the middle. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
It's easy to see how Harden's been the league's top assist man before. I mean, he makes the special feeds.
Cunningham passes to Jackson. They grab their own miss. Second chance shot. Goes up with it again. And Stewart lays it up and in. Stewart's got 6. Nets shooting a lowly 30% to start this game out. Jackson against Durant. Brooklyn needs to get off the shot here.
Skilled and instinctual enough to have an offense run through him. That's how good he is. Durant has become an expert at passing out the pick and roll.
Grant against Harden. Jackson in the corner. Goes up on the wing. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
And that's another area with his size. The fact that he can run that pick and roll constantly keeps the defense guessing as to what he's going to do.
And that does it for the first quarter. The Pistons on. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, looking at what you've seen so far from the Pistons, what do you think?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
Nets trail by 6. The post pair, Durant along with Griffin. Harden out there with Mills, and it's Bembry in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
That's how you get your boys on the bench going crazy. What an incredible dunk by Durant. Never ceases to amaze me.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Bay with it. Not a good performance from him in that loss to Orlando. Here's Olynyk, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
A gifted scorer around the rim. Olynyk can finish over either shoulder, and he's got great touch.
Joseph against Harden. Passes to Mills. Back to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
You have to really admire the skill set that Harden has. I mean, in just handling the ball, he's decimating the D with his number of moves.
Cunningham looking it over. His 3-pointers off the mark. Nets trail by 4. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Despite their record, there is optimism around the Detroit Pistons. Killian Hayes said, "We have a fun team. We love seeing each other succeed. We've got a bright future." And Coach Dwayne Casey says, if we bring the same type of intensity, toughness each and every night, then good things will happen. Kevin, back to you.
Detroit tough. Good stuff, DA. Thanks. To the inside. Bembry shot good.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And so it's Joseph with it. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. They lead by 4. Here's Cunningham. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you can see why Cunningham elicits comparisons to Luka Doncic. Can control the pace of the game, very high basketball IQ, and shows a maturity beyond his years.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Carter comes in for DeAndre Bembry. And Thomas subbed in for Patty Mills.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
And the jam by Harden.
So when Harden sees a clear lane to the hoop, just move out the way. He jumps on it. So relentless in how he exploits open space.
And also like Doncic, Cunningham can put the offense on his back and carry.
He could put up 50-plus numerous times in his career because he has deep range, can break down defenders off the dribble, and if you run 2 at him, he will immediately find the open man.
Nets trail by 4. Outside Durant with the drive, and then Durant with the jam.
And once he got up in the air, he just decided, you know what, I'm going to stay here for a while. I'm going to hit you with a little float. Float on. And finally takes it down for the finish.
You mentioned the floaters on this. Absolutely. Good reference. Good reference. Cunningham gets the bucket.
His energy level has never dropped in his game. I mean, he's working his tail off. And the D struggling to keep up.
KD passes to Griffin. They recover it.
Oh, and he's the rare player with a shorter arm span than his height. I mean, Berlinick is still going to get his share of blocks.
Carter on the wing. Shot clock at 5. The shot by KD. No good. Pistons leading by 4. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. KD comes with the double team. Olynyk can't hit. The Nets have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. And the jam by Harden.
Mr. Everything. Durant can score it, pass it, do what you want to do. He can defend at a high level. So fun watching him play.
And Joseph kicks to Cunningham. A three-pointer off the mark. Nets have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Out to KD. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Bay. Now here's Joseph. Here's Stewart. Rebound, Brooklyn. Griffin's got his 6th rebound on the night. We've got 1:28 left now here in the second. To the paint. And then Griffin with the dunk.
Oh, main staple of Griffin's game. You can tell he loves getting up to dunk.
Here's Cunningham. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Orlando.
Yeah, and his energy level in that game was amazing. He did all that work offensively and controlled the boards, too.
Stewart trying to get open. Cunningham gets the bucket. Cunningham's got 12.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Outside Thomas. Back to Harden. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first half. A chance at a 2 for 1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
And there's the call on Durant. That's foul number 2 for him.
I appreciate the aggression, but that's already his second foul. He's got to play a little safer.
Marcus Aldridge is checked in for the Nets. Then for the Pistons, Trey Lyles checked in for Stewart. Grant comes in for Sadiq Bey. And it's Jackson in for Joseph. Lyles passes to Cunningham. Can't cash in from the high post. Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here is Harden. A 20-point game for him in the win against Indiana.
And then there was his passing. When he wasn't scoring on his own, he was making plays for his teammates, and they just couldn't figure out how to defend him.
Now Cunningham. Over Thomas. And that one released in time, but no good.
Thanks a lot, Katie. It looks like you guys...
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He had 13 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists.
And welcome back to the second half of our Halloween broadcast. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
He did a great job of attacking the seams, getting to the rim, and then finishing strong.
And on the floor for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. We've got Josh Jackson, Isaiah Stewart out there with Jeremy Grant. Then it's Corey Joseph, and it's Cunningham in at the two-guard position. Jackson kicks to Joseph, and there's the pass to Stewart. Here's Cunningham. Pass to Joseph. Just 5 on the clock. Over Aldridge. They get it back. And so Aldridge will bring it up for the Nets. It's a one-point game. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. They get it back. From deep Harden. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Harden's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Nets.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Passes it to Jackson. Count that one. Jackson's got his second bucket of the game to go. And so many teams looking to space the floor. Greg, how many non-shooters can you play and still have a good offense?
Well, I think most teams go 4 out, meaning you got to have at least 4 guys that are a threat on the perimeter, keeping a vertical spacer at that dunker spot. But if your dunker can also shoot, man, that puts even more pressure on the defense.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden.
His first foul.
That is his first foul of the game. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. To the inside. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Yeah, great job of getting that deep position there by Jackson. Once he's that close, he's ready to just power that one home.
Harden against Joseph. It's Harden with the drive, rebounded by Jackson. For Detroit, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Now, here's Cunningham, defended by Carter. Outside for Jackson. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Harden finds Thomas. Here's Aldridge. The Nets working the ball around now. And the Nets miss again.
It's still early, but a 1-for-4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. They've got a can't-miss play. Now's the time to break the glass and pull it out.
And look at the hops on Grant, lifting off for a slam before the D can contain him.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G slam cam. Down low, Aldridge. And Aldridge slams it in.
Just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Joseph, the pass to Grant. Back to Joseph. Grant outside. And they pick up 2. And the Pistons lead by 2.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. But one thing, Chris, you got to love about Jeremy Grant is his raw scoring ability.
He's a real volume shooter. He takes a lot of threes, but he makes a lot of threes. You can trust him to come up with points out there on the floor.
So for the Nets, Blake Griffin, who's checked in for Aldridge. Millsap comes in for James Johnson. And Kevin Durant is subbed in for Carter. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Diallo, he's checked in for Cunningham.
Hey, who got him?
Inside. And the rejection by Jackson. Olenek, he's checked in for Isaiah Stewart. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone.
Well, and for a guard, Harden does a ton of damage inside, especially how he gets these foul calls close to the basket.
The Nets shooting their first free throws of the game.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Pistons have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. And Joseph kicks to Grant. Back to Joseph. Floats it up for Grant. And he lays it straight in. Grant's got 6.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And here's Harden. He's got 11. Here's the drive. And that one, good. Harden's got the game tied up here for the Nets.
And when Harden gets to cooking, you got to feed him. You got to keep feeding. He's an excellent rhythm scorer. Here's
Joseph. Rebounded by the Nets. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the third. Jackson against KD. The feed now to Griffin. Back to Durant. Griffin kicks to Harden. 5 to shoot. To the middle. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Joseph against Harden. With the fadeaway. That one a little long.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
To the paint. Here's Griffin. And then Griffin with the dunk.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam. Using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Here's Joseph. Basket counts.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play. Getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Joseph against Harden. He kicks to Griffin. Back to Harden. KD, that's for 2. Misses off the left iron. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Grant. Offensive rebound. They shoot again. Bucket is good. Grant's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And mid-range isn't exactly Grant's go-to spot, but he takes a focused shot there and gets it to go.
Harden against Joseph. Harden the pass to Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
Oh, man, so unselfish. He's doing a great job creating for others and making pin.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Nets out in front, up 2. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. So for Brooklyn now, Durant is out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Griffin. Then it's Thomas. And it's Harden in at the 1. Here's KD. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
His first foul.
That's on Josh Jackson.
Where the defender overreaches right there. Durant recognizes it and quickly baits him into the act.
Cunningham, he's checked in for Detroit.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Joseph finds Jackson. And here is Olenek. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Left side, Grant. Count the basket and the foul. Paul Millsap picks one up.
With the second half he's having, I mean, his field goal percentage is way up there.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Nets.
I love how they've attacked the basket in this game. They've taken a very aggressive approach.
And you've always heard of guys being in a zone shooting, but you can be in a zone passing the basketball, and we've seen that tonight as well.
And it's Joseph in the corner. The rebound by Harden.
They came close there to tying it up.
That was a really important possession, especially at this stage of the game. Painful miss.
Down low, stolen by Joseph. Now Detroit moving it up. Cunningham with the ball. Wasted no time on that one. Cunningham's got it all tied up now for the Pistons.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Joseph against Harden. Lost it at Millsap. Harden dishes to KD. Inside, here's Griffin, and he goes right over Olynyk and slams it down.
Oh, we've seen this before. His dunking ability is off the charts.
Pistons have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Here's Cunningham. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And so Cunningham nails both of them. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Now here's Harden. To the inside. From downtown. And they'll get another chance. Back to Griffin. 6 to shoot. Olynyk with the steal. Grant against Millsap. Grant kicks to Joseph. Grant surveying the D. Detroit needs to get off a shot. Jackson, that's a two-pointer. And Durant sends it back.
Durant has arms that just keep on going and going and going. You aren't going to be able to just get a shot by him.
The Pistons making a change here. Stewart's checked in. Joseph against Harden. Out to KD. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile one block.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Joseph against Harden. Giants to the hoop.
And as soon as Harden puts the ball down on the floor, you know he's trying to take it all the way, and he's not afraid to get his feet.
Free throw good from Harden. And so he hits both.
Now, that's big free throws from a player they depend on in those situations.
And it's Joseph with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Now the pass to Cunningham.
Last 2 minutes to play. Fourth quarter.
Stewart trying to get open. Cunningham gets the bucket. Cunningham's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, sometimes you don't need a haymaker, just a jab. You got to get those easy looks inside.
It's Durant on the wing. Here's the 3. It's Cunningham with the rebound. Cunningham's got his 5th rebound in this one. He dishes it to Joseph. Down low to take the lead. And Cunningham gets it to go on the assist from Joseph. Joseph's got 6 assists here tonight. KD against Jackson. KD drives in.
When You need a big bucket. You were looking for Durant every chance you get. He has delivered so many times in that situation.
Joseph against Harden. Bounce pass Joseph. And the dunk by Grant.
And you can always count on the consistency from Grant. And he likes these moments, keeps his composure, and knocks it down.
It's Harden with the drive. The layup off target. The Pistons have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Pass to Stewart. Good!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
And that's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Stewart against Harden. Thomas passes to Harden. And the three off target.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have better shot selection.
And it's Detroit's ball. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Inside, Grant. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Count that one.
No time to waste on this possession.
Yeah, they got to get into the play fast and execute. It's your only hope.
The shot and game clock separated by 4.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Awful display from him so far. But you know he's going to keep working to try to turn it around.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. The three from Harden. Harden missing again. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Shooting for Detroit, Rodney McGruder.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 9-point ball game here.
And it's a wrap. Any chance they may have had for a comeback just went out the window with those free throws.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
And so it's Detroit with the W.